Hello friends, this is Sukhwant Singh. Guru Nanak Dev Ji has said in Asa di War, ਲੱਖ ਟਕਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਮੁੰਦੜੇ, ਲੱਖ ਟਕਿਆਂ ਕੇ ਹਾਰ, ਜਿਤ ਤਨ ਪਾਈਏ ਨਾਨਕਾ, ਸੇ ਤਨ ਹੋਵੇ ਛਾਰ. Which means we may adorn ourselves with very costly ornaments like rings and necklaces. The body upon which we are adorning these things will ultimately become ash. What he is trying to say is, don't pay heed to the materialistic gains of life. Our real wealth is not costing us anything. When someone smiles back at us, that is something very enriching for us. Similarly, we can enrich others' life by smiling back at them. Sharing, understanding, giving someone some consolation during the time of his or her need, showing compassion, showing love, showing care. Very surprisingly, these things do not cost us anything. Sheikh Sadi ji, an Iranian philosopher, has mentioned a small anecdote in his Gulistan. He has written that he had to go for reciting the namaz for 5 times. A devout Muslim goes through 5 namaz. He reads out, he recalls the name of the Lord, that is Allah, 5 times a day. Once early in the morning, once before afternoon, once after the noon, 4th time in the evening, and night time, and last 5th time somewhere in the night before he sleeps. Sheikh Sadi ji used to go to a mosque for reading out his namaz. You can do that at your home also, but then few others believe that no, we should go to the mosque and read it out. So Sheikh Sadi has written that he used to feel bad for twice a day. Morning time was comfortable for him to go because he lived in an area where a lot of the sun used to be very bright. Iran and all, they have very hot weather. So morning, evening and night time namaz used to be okay. He used to be comfortable with that. But the one that he had to go for before noon and just after noon, he used to feel very bad by seeing others, especially the ones who used to go on beautiful camels. He used to complain to the God, to Allah, that see, I am such a devout, and you have given camels to so many people, you haven't given me anything. They ride so well on the camels for reading out the namaz during the peak heat time, and I have to walk barefoot. I don't even have good shoes. He used to complain, he used to say, few you have given even horses. They ride on horses and go for reading out the namaz. And look here, I'm suffering. Even at times he used to feel jealous, envious of people who used to wear good shoes. He used to go and read out his namaz, but somewhere behind his mind, he always used to feel bad that, see, I'm going regularly to read out my namaz, but while reading out the namaz, I also have these feelings that, see, the others have come so comfortably, and I have to come barefoot, walking on very hot sand. But then one day, when he reached the mosque, he stood still, because there he saw a man who had come to read out the namaz, and he had both his legs amputed. So Sheikh Sadi says that the moment I saw that man, goosebumps came to him, and he just fell down to his knees, and in shame, he fell down on his knees in shame and apologized to the Lord, to Allah, and said, "O God, forgive me for all my complaints that I used to make earlier. I have realized that at least you have given me good body. My feet are intact. I can walk upon them. Look at this man who doesn't have his legs, yet he's so devoutly coming to you." So, what is more important, the luxuries of life or a healthy body? I'll end today's video by narrating two very important aspects of my life. Long before, when I was hardly 16 years old, I had accompanied my uncle to CMC Vellore, Christian Medical College Vellore. And there, when I had seen so many patients, it had changed my perspective that, well, we need to give importance to health. If we are healthy, we have a lot of wealth for ourselves. And second perspective that had changed for me was when I was in Cuttack doing my post-graduation. I was living in one of the doctors' houses of SCB Medical College, Cuttack. And very often I used to go and have tea at a stall nearby at Rani Hart Square. And the place where I used to go to have tea, it had a rickshaw stand adjacent to it. And behind that, there was a beautiful bungalow. So when I used to go and have tea over there, I used to offer tea to the rickshaw puller who used to be there, one or two of them. I used to offer tea to them also. So one day, I asked that rickshaw fellow while sipping tea, I said, "You keep sitting here waiting for passengers, and just beside you there's this beautiful bungalow. When you see that bungalow, how do you feel? What comes to your mind?" And at that stage of my life, I expected that he would complain. He would say, "Oh, when I look at that bungalow, I feel so bad that God has made me so poor, and I don't have this kind of luxury." But to my surprise, what the rickshaw man said, it changed my perspective. He said, "When I look at the bungalow, when I look at the person living there, the owner of that bungalow, I thank God." I said, "How come? Why do you do that? How can you do that, and why?" And he said, "Well, see, I can sleep even on this rickshaw seat comfortably. But the owner of the bungalow, he needs medicines day and night. Without medicines, he is not able to sleep." And I was totally surprised. And that changed my perspective. I said, no, money is not important in life. If God showers and blesses us with good health, we always need to be thankful to Him, grateful to Him, and keep praying to Him that God keep us all healthy. So please don't run after materialistic wealth. If it comes, it's well and good. You should not be allergic to that, but then don't give your life up for such things. Share your good thoughts, feelings, care for others, show your compassion. Keep smiling. Thank you.